Hello, my name is Amy Bloom, and I'm here today to share with you my lesson that I introduced to my second grade class somewhere around November or December about internet safety. Now, I believe that students are never too young to be exposed to teaching them how to be safe while online in this digital age. And what I do is I have a group discussion. So I have them all come into my lab, like you see here, and we sit in a circle, and I'll ask them to reenact a little skit for me. So usually I get a couple volunteers, a couple of students will raise their hands to come on up, and I'll have them pretend to play at the playground. And then I'll walk up to them, and they're all usually all eyes on me, and be like, hello, my name is Timothy, I'm 7 years old. Do you want to play with me? And I'll reach out my hand and shake one of my second grade students' hand. And usually they look at me a little awkward, and then I'll ask them, what's your name? And sometimes they'll stare at each other, the students who are reenacting, and then they'll look at the audience, and some of the kids will be shaking their heads no. And I'll ask them, well, what is wrong with the situation here? And it'll take them a moment, and they'll be like, well, you're the teacher. Well, okay. Well, you're a stranger. Yeah, you're right, I'm a stranger, but what's stranger than me being the stranger? And after a couple minutes, and I've been doing this lesson for 10 years, and it always pans out the same way. I'll get one student that has that aha moment, and they'll be like, Mrs. Bloom, you're a girl. You said your name was Timothy. Oh, you're right. What else did I say? Well, you said you were 7, and clearly you're not 7 years old. I'll be like, are you calling me old? They're usually, yeah, yes, I am. But the important part of this is that they understand that when they meet a stranger in real life, they're able to see and understand that that stranger is not 7-year-old Timothy, that in fact I'm a teacher in my 30s. So they're able to relate that. And then I ask my students, and it's very important to ask them, and this has changed over 10 years. I've asked them, how many of you chat online? And a couple of them think automatically it's a chat room or Snapchat or something like that. But then I'll ask, how many of you play video games where there's a stream of chat that go on and all of a sudden their hands are up? How many of you have been on YouTube videos where you've seen conversations on the bottom of the videos and their hands go up? And this has changed over the course of the 10 years that I have taught this lesson. More and more hands are going up. So it is very imperative and important to start teaching our students as young as this age not to give out personal information and not to go on websites or download information unless they get permission from their adults. So this lesson that I've prepared for you today teaches students the importance of what information not to share online. And I'll introduce this by going to BrainPop Junior. Great website to go to. In my video tutorial, I talk a lot about the free aspects, and at the end, if you're a subscription-based school, it gives you the extra little tidbits of what you could do if you have a subscription to BrainPop Junior. I also then will take their mind map that they create in BrainPop Junior, and they will take all our collective experiences from watching the video and our discussions, and I have them make a 3 or 4 panel comic strip telling me what they have learned about internet safety, and I do that using ToonDo. If you're in a school or in a position where you don't feel comfortable giving your students accounts, I might also suggest a set of ToonDo using Make Believe Comics. This is a great free website. The only downfall I have to Make Believe Comics is that I see my students once in a 6-day rotation for 40 minutes, and that's not a lot of time for them to finish my project. So the benefit of using ToonDo over Make Believe Comics is that you can save. In Make Believe Comics, if you have that time, or if your students are able to complete the task in 40 minutes, and you feel more comfortable going to a website where you don't need an account or a subscription, then Make Believe Comics is for you. So let's begin. If you are just here to watch the tutorial on how I introduce my lesson using BrainPop Junior, then click on that link right here, and that will take you to BrainPop Junior. If you are here to learn how to make an internet safety comic strip using ToonDo, then I would suggest you click over on this link here. However, if you're here for the entire package in one, I put both videos together for you, and that will be right here.